places have a story to tell. It can be tragic, it can be scary, and it can be very dangerous. This is Colin Browen, and these are the Paranormal Files.
I'm out here in Los Angeles, California. Right behind us is the house where the Menendez killed their parents in one of the most famous murders in American history. The trial was insane. It was very publicized, and obviously what happened here was tragic. So I guess I'm gonna go take a look for the first time. I can see it. They also got some big ass hedges, I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's crazy. It seems quaint, but that's the story of this video, what we're gonna get into today. I'm gonna go visit a couple more places after this and bring some more murder stories to the surface, but this seems just like a normal house on a pretty bougie street, but the here were brutal and shocking. So, but it's calm. It's a calm energy around here. Okay, so continue with this murder journey. Siegel Murder House. This is another famous case in Los Angeles, Beverly Hills, where Bugsy Siegel was shot and killed. Like, look at this place. It's a lavish.
What I was trying to say here is that on June 20th, 1947, as mob boss Bugsy Siegel sat here in this very home reading the Los Angeles Times, an unknown assailant fired at him through the window with a .30 caliber military M1 carbine, hitting him many times, including twice in the head. These shots proved fatal, and Bugsy died on the scene in the house, and the murder officially remains unsolved over 73 years later.
Interestingly enough,
I was also trying to mention here in the video that the Bugsy Siegel murder house sits across the street from the infamous Beverly Hills Bermuda Triangle. Many strange events have taken place in this small triangle of land. In 2010, famous publicist Ronnie Chasen was tragically killed in a hit and run at the intersection of Linden and Whittier. And in 1966, William Jan Barry of the band Jan and Dean got into a near-fatal accident at the intersection, resulting in a months-long coma. Ironically, his band was known at the time for their hit song Dead Man's Curve. Most notably, in 1946, Howard Hughes lost control of his airplane, the brand new XF-11, over the streets of Southern California. He tried to emergency land it in a nearby country club, but instead crashed into a house at the fateful crossroads of Linden and Whittier. Hughes survived, but suffered lasting and severe injuries. The Beverly Hills Bermuda Triangle has seen a lot of accidents and bad luck, and it's weird that it's across the street from the Bugsy Siegel murder house. I am also kind of sad that I lost this audio because right as I was talking to the camera about the deaths, a tour bus drove by, and the leader of the tour was delivering a spooky speech about Siegel's murder and the possibility of his ghost haunting the scene of his death. There are a lot of famous murder houses in Beverly Hills. One such house that is shrouded in mystery is former Superman George Reeves' Benedict Canyon bungalow. In the early morning hours of June 16, 1958, the Adventures of Superman star was found dead from a single gunshot wound to the head. The events surrounding his death have been the subject of much conjecture ever since. Did the 45-year-old actor actually commit suicide, as was the official finding? Was his death accidental, or was he murdered by his vengeful ex-lover or her jealous husband? There were a lot of things that just didn't seem right about his supposed suicide, but the truth of the matter will probably never be known. In an attempt to contact the energy of one of Hollywood's most famous murder victims, I headed out to the streets of LA that night to visit the location where the Notorious B.I.G. was shot and killed in his car in 1997. The streets were cold and lonely that night, and I headed out by myself in an attempt to get some answers of my own.
So it was actually right here at the corner of Wilshire Boulevard and Fairfax in Los Angeles, California, where the Notorious B.I.G. was actually shot and killed back in the 90s. It was this area right behind me in the intersection right in front of the museum. Obviously, this is a very sad moment in rap history, and it's sad to be here, but it's something that needs to be remembered and kind of memorialized. Hopefully I can do that a little bit with this video. I'm gonna check out this murder scene, just show you where the actual crime and the killing happened. And then I'm gonna go back to my car, which is parked right a couple feet down the road, and do a spirit box and see if we can hear anything strange. You know, it's definitely kind of a weird feeling walking the streets of LA alone at night. God, my hair is so puffy, man. God. But I like it. I dig it. It's got an interesting vibe, this city. Too bad I'm tired as from this week. Okay, so I'm in the car. I'm gonna turn the spirit box on. Notorious, if you're here with me, if your energy is still around here, can you please come and talk to me? Anybody who's here in the area, the shooting happened right behind where my car is. Obviously, I can't stand in the middle of the street in LA at 2:30 a.m. and do a spirit box, so I had to do it in the car. Is there anybody here with me? Were you shot and killed here? There's like nothing coming through, so when something does come through, that's kind of weird. Were you killed here in this area? Is there anybody here with me? Can you say yes if you're here? Did you die in this area? Can you tell me how you were killed? Can you say your name for me? Do you know who killed you? What year did you die in? 96? Do you have anything to say to anybody that listens to your music still? Can you tell me one more thing before I go? Do you have a message? Are you at peace, my friend? Yeah, I'm not really hearing that many responses. Sad what happened here back in the day, but you know, I'm just sitting on the street right now. I tried my hardest, guys, to find some places that were accessible, kind of outdoor murder locations where we wouldn't have to, where I wouldn't have to rent a house and set all this up during COVID, but it's just really hard to find all this stuff, and I've had an extremely busy couple of days, some filming, but more so just meeting with people and getting work done, but figured that I had to film at least one good video. Let's go on to number 2.
The whole point of visiting some of these high-profile murder locations was to demonstrate to you viewers a major paradox that I observed in Los Angeles. These murder homes of the elite are now tourist destinations, and people flock to them in droves just to get a glimpse of the morbid side of Hollywood. But in doing research for this video, I noticed that I couldn't find a single article that mentioned the gang violence and murders in Los Angeles and the celebrity elite in the same breath. So, I decided to tell the stories of those who usually don't get their stories heard, and I headed to Chesterfield Square, the neighborhood in Los Angeles with the highest amount of murders per capita. According to the LA Times, there were a total of 106 violent crimes from mid-July 2014 until the middle of January 2015. With a per capita of 166.1, that's the highest rate in the entire city. But for some reason, no one likes to talk about these murders or bring up the issue of why they're happening. They'd prefer to focus on the glitz and glamour of days gone by rather than look closely at the problems LA faces in its current day and age. Chesterfield Square was once known as the site of the worst incident of gang violence in LA history, in which 5 people were left dead in a gang-related mass murder titled the 54th Street Massacre in 1984. I decided to head to the namesake of the neighborhood, Chesterfield Square Park itself, in the middle of the day to take a stroll and document the area to bring some light to this issue.
Yeah, so this is a interesting place, definitely. Just took a walk by myself through Chesterfield Square Park. There have been a lot of murders here. I'm not sketched out or scared whatsoever. It's not what I'm talking about. It's just weird to think about all the murders that happen in this area every year and why we don't talk about it.
So where do all of these murder victims go? In the case of the Hollywood elite, they usually receive high-profile burials and opulent monuments. But for those who die without any recognition, they just become another grave in another cemetery. This inspired me to dig through my files and take you guys to the Mount Moriah Cemetery in Philadelphia, one of America's largest abandoned cemeteries.
So we're here now at the abandoned Mount Moriah Cemetery here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Look at that. There's graves all throughout that area back there. Oh yeah, look at that. We're going to try... Oh look, there's a deer over there. We're going to try just get some shots.
While it's not technically completely abandoned, the cemetery is in complete disrepair, and there are monuments that have been vandalized, stolen, and graves that have been lost in the ever-expanding woods that lie within the cemetery. When I visited Mount Moriah, it was a beautiful night, and I was shocked at the amount of wildlife that I saw while driving through the burial grounds. Deer ran freely amongst the tombstones, birds hopped from grave to grave, and even foxes sat dormant in the sun. I had never seen a cemetery so alive with nature. It's crazy to think about the fact that when these people were initially laid to rest, that they paid for a secure burial and memorial and expected that it would be maintained forever. However, things don't always play out perfectly in real life, and Mount Moriah Cemetery ceased operations in 2011.
While efforts have been recently taken to restore the cemetery, most of it still lies out in the woods and completely abandoned. It's just a bizarre place because you have the front half of the cemetery, which looks pretty normal, and then the back half in the woods is just completely, inundated with growth. And right here is the famous cemetery gate, which obviously is in complete disrepair. Crazy to see something like this just completely rotted and forgotten. And right there you've got a little deer buddy. It's like a cemetery deer sanctuary.
Even though local groups host monthly cleanup events to maintain the grounds, it would be nearly impossible to cut through the forest and bushes and restore all of the monuments without a massive injection of capital. No matter what though, it was still a beautiful sight, and it reminded me that even death can be peaceful. To finish out my murder series in Los Angeles, I decided to stop by the Westwood Village Memorial Park to pay a visit to one of the biggest stars in Hollywood history. The Hollywood Forever Cemetery in LA is interesting, and yes, the monuments are lavish and there are fountains and marble statues and everything you could imagine from a Hollywood cemetery. But I wanted to show you guys the grave of Marilyn Monroe because I appreciate how humble it is. No matter what, at the end of the day, Marilyn was just another human like you or I. She may have accomplished more than most people ever will in her own industry, but that doesn't make her more deserving of a massive monument than someone who died violently in the streets or a blue-collar worker who was never recognized so broadly in the public eye. Marilyn's grave, along with Hugh Hefner's, is quaint, humble, and respectful, and I felt like it was the perfect way to end this video.
So, a lot of people don't know that this small cemetery even exists. This is tucked behind some apartment complexes in the middle of Los Angeles. But as you can see behind me, it's the resting spot of some of Hollywood's most famous stars and starlets. Monroe's right here, Hugh Hefner is right next to her. But it's interesting.
We're all gonna die one day and end up the same way, and at the end of the day, no one is born better than anybody else. We're all just people struggling to accomplish our goals and lead the most fulfilling lives that we can. Thanks for watching, guys. Next time there will be more ghost hunting, I promise. But until next time, it's Colin here. I love y'all, and stay spooky.
Did you hear that door slam?
What was that?
Dorothy.
Yeah. Wow.
Whoa. Oh, look at the static meter, too.
Oh,
There's
look
two
at-
of them.
No, it's him. Oh my God,
Dude, it's literally
it's oh.
There are some places in the world that just seem to be haunted. Whether it's an old abandoned house, a hospital that's been out of use for 20 years, or maybe even a river. There are places in every state and every country that seem to hold ghosts. For my job, I travel the world exploring these haunted locations, and sometimes the activity that happens in a place sticks with you. The Christie house in Long Prairie, Minnesota is one of those places that's affected by paranormal energy. The home seems to breathe with some sort of ethereal darkness, something that you can touch when you're inside of the building and feel in your soul. When I was there for a night, I don't know who we talked to. I don't know what came through, but something definitely did. This was my last investigation and my last night with Dr. Adrian Lee, and the things that we encountered that night will stick with me forever. We were the first paranormal group or production ever allowed to film footage inside of the home and post it. So what you're seeing is groundbreaking. Welcome to the Paranormal Files.
Okay, so we're going to begin this investigation in the parlor room. This is where they held viewings of bodies after family members had died. It was a gathering place. People would listen to music, kind of hang out in here. So we figured this is naturally a good place to begin investigating.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So we've got quite the light show.
And look at the other one stopped too. Oh.
There, that one's.
What we would want
Oh,
to happen
sorry.
is if Jim fires up,
Okay.
if we get Jim to start the Vitrola and play some Edwardian music, I think we might increase the activity. I think with the energy we're getting here, I'd like to see that increased with the familiarity of listening to some music from that period.
Yep. Okay, guys, also, by the way, to anybody who's in the house, I know that I am new. My dad is new. My name is Colin, and
I'm Jeff.
we're here tonight just to talk to you. No negativity, no disrespect at all, and the highest respect for you guys. And we would just love to hear what you have to say.
Oh, here we go. K2's on.
So for our first experiment tonight, just like Adrian suggested, we are going to play some of the music that you heard a little bit of earlier from the, what's that? What
The
is it called?
Vitrola.
A Vitrola.
Yes, it was the hi-fi system of the day.
Oh, okay. Well, from over there in the corner, the Vitrola music will be playing, and we're going to see if that triggers any sort of a response with our devices. Oh, look at that one's going way stronger now.
almost in beat with the music now.
Do you guys like the music? Over here to our left, Jeff has got the flow camera. It's a thermal imaging camera. Oh, there goes the stack. If you guys like the music, can you light all of these devices up or just step over near the lights? Right at the end of the song. That's weird.
It may be worth mentioning as well that that's not an electrical piece of equipment. That's actually a gramophone. It's wound up with a spring, so there's no electricity taking place at all to give any false readings for those K2 meters.
Wow. That's bizarre how they really did start to
Have you ever seen
spike.
such a constant
No.
reading over a prolonged period of time?
That's bizarre how they
And now the music's gone off. You know, there's a sense that some of those meters have quietened down a little bit.
Yeah, strange. Should we do one more?
I certainly think if you're getting results,
Yeah.
get as much
Yeah.
footage as you can. When you're going
Oh.
to find that again, right?
That's a yes.
Oh, that's definitely a yes.
Look how the second one on the left is now starting to give better readings.
Oh yeah, it is.
That's a huge area of energy there. It can almost be captured in that sort of hula hoop shape. And it doesn't happen anywhere else in the house except from here, through the bedroom upstairs and then into the attic. And there's nothing in the basement. We've looked in the basement, we've looked at these floorboards. There's nothing in the basement that would give this reading. Well, that helped.
What do you think of all this?
Well, just getting started, I think.
Oh,
There's energy here right here for sure, obviously.
it's crazy how they like to spike at the same time too. Okay guys, if you like this music, why don't you step over into the middle of the room with us and just let us know.
It's very interesting how creepy this environment is as well. I don't know if you get this at home, but certainly, you know, the way we're in a parlour, there's Victorian photographs, we've got this going on, the creepy music in the background. It's really atmospheric and almost your worst nightmare for a horror film at the moment.
Do you guys like this song?
What do you think?
Are you there?
You can also knock on something or move something to let us know that you're here. If you're able to.
Again, I don't know if you want to film aspects of this, but
Oh,
I've
yeah.
got 15 on the Oculus, but that might be relevant later, do you know what I mean?
So he's running an Ovilus here too.
Gotta get call every 15. Okay.
Like I said before, guys, we just want to talk to you tonight, so come on through if you're here.
The record was on the K2. Oh,
Oh, whoa, when he's putting it in, you see those spiking?
it's still hitting.
Periscope in the middle.
Oh, there, that one.
Hit.
Did you hear that door slam?
What was that?
Yeah.
Was that a door?
It sounded like a door.
Yeah. Can you guys really let us know if you like when we play the music for you?
She couldn't be more creepy, could it?
Especially this song. This is a very creepy song, definitely. Definitely wouldn't be as popular with today's crowds.
Anything on the
I don't
FLIR
think.
at all?
Nope, nothing on the heat camera. Could you guys give us some sort of a sign, maybe a knock, wherever you are? If you are here in the house with us right now, the Christie house.
Seems like the music definitely
Yeah, it's crazy how it goes kind of
created
quiet.
more.
Should we go upstairs?
I think the attic may be calling us.
Yeah, I feel it.
We'll have a chat with Dr. Christie and see if he's around.
Jeff, what do you think about that?
I think that's a good idea.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps it's the same thing.
Oh my gosh.
Open.
Open.
Yeah, yeah.
You heard him when he was taking a picture of me.
Picturing like-
Open. So, Parlor was very interesting, just playing the music and kind of seeing how the different devices reacted, especially since those are sounds coming from a device that was here in the home. Now we're gonna head up to the attic. This is where Adrian caught the picture of the spirit before, supposedly of Dr. Christie himself, and yeah, he's gonna bring all the stuff with us too. So.
Oh, that'd be really good.
See, I think that energy, if you think about the layout of the house, kind of sits in this area.
Can I go get the SLS camera, Colin?
Yeah.
Do you wanna?
Look at it already.
Oh, jeez.
Look at how
Okay.
I was not heading downstairs.
That's
wow.
it.
Whoa.
Okay, this is by the mirror we caught the
There's the
image.
static meter
Oh.
going.
Oh, look at the static meter too.
Wow, it's going crazy.
That's nutty.
That's every colour on that device.
Oh, that one's.
And this was
Wow.
look at the yellow too.
There was blue in there as well earlier.
That's like going crazy.
And just think about how that was downstairs.
We're here.
You hear, Mom?
How does that happen? From
do you think,
complete
Adrian?
silence that whole time.
I go back to what I've already stated. I think there's a column of energy goes through this building, and it's almost as if the spirits and ghosts are using that almost like a finger buffet. Yeah, they're accessing the energy and it's making them stronger. So when I was asked earlier why there's so much activity in this house, it may be that the energy, which may be naturally occurring, is actually giving them the energy they need to manifest, to interact with us and do the things that they're doing. I mean, that would be a reasonable assessment, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I've got farmers and drank on our eye ovulus there.
Yep, see it there.
Okay, so we're gonna have a little experiment now. Up in the attic, I'm gonna do a spirit box first. You guys know how this works. Then I'm gonna throw it to Adrian over there, and he's gonna do his spirit box that you guys saw at the museum when we were in the jail the other night. So we'll see if we can get kind of similar responses. Once again, you guys, it's Colin here with my dad Jeff, a bunch of other people you know already. But we'd love to talk to you if you're here in the attic. If you are here with us, can you just say hi or hello? I don't think I'm gonna hear anything on this, honestly. I'll just let you go right away.
I just might because they know me, perhaps.
Yeah, exactly.
And what's interesting too is look at all the meters. Every single one of them has stopped hitting all of a sudden.
So maybe we discuss perhaps doing
Separate.
different ghost boxes, but if I come and stand where you are, sir, and you can hold that. Sit.
Perfect.
Let me know if anything comes through. We can sit and do this
Okay,
together.
yeah.
Beautiful.
First thing I want you to do, you know who I am, you know who we are. What I'd like you to do is to just come through and give me your name so I know who we're talking to tonight. Just shout your name out nice and loudly for me, please.
Shelton with Austin.
Well, they mentioned Austin there, and I know the two of you.
Austin, yeah.
We're from
That's what I, yeah.
That's where I'm going back.
Bearing in mind that we're currently in southwest or central Minnesota.
Release.
Could you tell me who's here? Are you stuck here? Are you trapped here? When the word release comes up on the Ovilus, it makes me think there's a sense, you know, that you're struggling. And now we have the static meter chiming in as well. So we are getting some empirical evidence on 2 or 3 different devices, which almost makes our evidence more impressive. We're here in the Christie house, so I want to talk specifically to either George or Robert, perhaps. And I've spoken to Robert before. Do you prefer to be called Bob or Robert or Bobby? What would you prefer? Is George with us tonight? Could George shout his name out? I thought someone said ill in the background there, and of course we know the history of the building, why we're here, we know about Dr. Christie, but if someone says they're ill, this of course is a building where people that are unwell came to get better, of course. Are you unwell at the moment, yes or no?
I heard yes I am right away.
So yes I am coming through there. We now need to know who that would be. Do you reside in the Christie house? Do you spend a lot of your time here in spirit, yes or no? That said get out in a really prolonged voice. Do you know our names? Shout out one of our names.
I thought I heard Pete. I thought I heard a female say Pete.
This is a part of the building that we've actually made contact with Pete's mother before. She's a very famous lady that won lots of awards, and she was a nurse in England during the Second World War. Over my right shoulder in the square outside, there's actually a monument dedicated to all of the war dead that's come from the town, and she has a mural on that very wall, and she was, I believe, the president of the Christie house we're standing in right now for a long period of time. She was a very strong, confident woman, so if any spirit was going to come through, you could imagine it would be Dorothy. Dorothy, are you here? Can you shout your name out for me? I thought it said Peter again. Peter is currently the president of the Christie House Society Association. So if you're here, Dorothy, can you just shout your name out, a nice big hello? You could say hello to your son who's with me. Someone said flashlight, and of course at that very moment, Colin on the camera's got a big light on. It's pitch black in here, and he points the light down to the ghost box. At the same time, it says flashlight. And certainly spirits from back in the day wouldn't have an understanding of the camera equipment and the lighting we're using today.
First time I've seen it.
Yep. I'm gonna kill the light too.
They've come.
Last Wednesday, she also said get out.
Really?
She wondered why we were wearing masks, and we told her that there was a pandemic going on, and that's why we were wearing them. And of course, she was around for the
Spanish flu.
Spanish flu. And she was a nurse, a public health nurse, so she would know. Dorothy, this is Jim. You know me. Taught your kids.
Shout your name out nice and loudly. Who are we talking to? Who's in spirit with us at the moment?
Dorothy! 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 Did you hear that? Wow.
So we're getting some nice responses. There's definitely activity up here.
Dorothy, remember we were here last week? We told you about the pandemic and why we were wearing masks.
What would you like to do, gentlemen?
Mom, are you here with us? Mom, this is Peter. Are you here?
Peter's with me. Did you hear him saying hello? It said Bill, actually. Where's the best place in this house to have contact with you?
Maid's room. Maid's room.
The maid's room. The maid's room.
And I was literally thinking that in my head. I was thinking, dude, we should go to the maid's room. That's so freaky.
So we're being told by the spirits, via the ghost box, that the best place to have contact is in the maid's room.
Yeah, she left here and she was going home. On the way home, she was killed. She fell from a coach, was run over by the wheels of a coach. And I believe through our research after we had been in the house and you had talked to her,
Right.
that we found that out, that information out.
Sure. No, the first person I ever spoke to when I first stepped foot in this house, even just as a tourist, was the maid, psychically. So perhaps a trip to the maid's room may be the way to go right now.
I just want to state too that right when that came through on the device, I was sitting here thinking in my head, I want to go to the maid's room. I was thinking maid's room. So that's just strange. Weird.
I think perhaps just run the device again for the first few minutes and see if we have a continuation of that.
So we just got to the maid's room. I just put the REM pod on the bed and it instantly started going off again, and it hadn't for what, 30, 20 minutes up there?
Yeah, it's been a while since it's gone off. This isn't a device that works constantly. It's very interesting, that intermittence that we're now getting on this equipment.
Mm-hmm. You know what, I'm just going to shut this off though before we do the EVP.
Afraid here on the...
Oh, they are.
Afraid?
So we now have afraid come up on the device there, the Ovilus. We were told to come into the maid's room, so here we are now. It's the smallest room in the house, of course, very austere. There wouldn't have been much for the maid in this particular room, but she was in the house, and whether she was wanted, they would ring a bell and she would go to their assistance. So now we've been told, remember, on the ghost box, that the most active place and the place to get contact is in the maid's room. We have to make the assumption that it's perhaps the maid that wants to talk to us. So we're going to turn this on and we're going to see what she's got to say for herself.
Jeff's got the SLS over there too, so let us know.
Should I come in?
Yeah.
You may want to have a picture of the maid as well. There's her picture.
Yeah. And before we start this session, real quickly, I just want to say that earlier when we were on the tour with Jim and we came into this room, I really felt just like a really weird attraction to this room. And that's why it's just kind of just weird to me that when I was sitting there in the attic thinking, I want to go to the maid's room, and the box literally said, maid's room. Now we're here, so it's like it wanted us. I don't know, it's been drawing me here all night.
Anybody
almost.
please appear on this camera for us too, if you can. I'll let you go. But...
Shout your name out and say hello, please. Someone said hi, so obviously we're getting a response straight away. Are you the maid of the house? Yes or no? Yes. Did you used to work here? Sure, yes. Lots of responses. Can you shout your name out for me, please? Which one? That's a very interesting response, because obviously during the entirety of this house from 1901 to 1974 there would have been, of course, many different maids, and I know the Historical Society has a list of some of their names. Whoever comes through first can tell me their name. There was an Anne, so straight away we got an Anne there.
Oh, I don't know if your foot was touching that rocking chair because I saw it moving. It's like...
Do you prefer being called Annabelle or Anne, or is there a different name of a maid here? Anne again. So I asked her if she prefers Anne or Annabelle on the back of the fact she said her name was Anne.
I got a figure that came up. He's on top of your head. Adrian, stay still. See that?
Oh, it is on him.
Okay. Adrian, stay still. See that?
Oh, it is on him.
Okay.
It's kind of like on his shoulder.
Yeah, on your right side. It was sitting, and that's... There, here it is. Here, it's even more.
It definitely feels colder around my shoulders for sure.
Right there.
Yeah, it's like grabbing onto his hand.
Yeah,
it looks
it's
like.
grabbing onto
But
you.
it's got one hand up above your
To your
shoulder
left
like
hand.
this.
So if I raised my hand, is that making
Oh,
a
look
difference?
at, it's on there. Oh, it went with it.
So the spirit can interact with me physically if I raise my
Oh,
hand.
look at, he's raising.
Oh,
it's
there's
got-
two of them.
No, it's him. Oh my God, it's
Dude, it's literally your
it's-
exact.
it's-
It's cop.
Oh, it mapped you out and itself, so it was separate from you.
It copied your motions that you were doing.
I was wondering if the spirit could actually hold my hand. If I held my hand out, could the spirit hold my hand?
I'm
happy
going
for
to
you
break
touch
this.
me.
Just a second.
I'd like the maid to hold my hand. I don't mind. I promise not to tell your husband. Would you hold my hand for me? Can you give me your hand? Perhaps you can grab that. Is there a spirit around me there? Can you see anything?
There's nothing, but you're mapping out perfectly.
It was very interesting that I said you prefer Anne or Annabelle and she said Anne. I mean, there's no room for manoeuvre there. That's not a coincidence at that point. That's stimulus and
How
response.
close can I be, Colin?
I was gonna say right here.
Okay, I don't know if I'll be in your way or not.
Nope.
You told me your name was Anne. Can you shout that out again for me? I'd just say yes to confirm. Anne, are you here? Anne, I believe you used to be the maid, is that correct? There was a yes, but that was a male voice, but people may be answering on her behalf if we've got more than one spirit here. Are you the maid that's in the photograph on the bedroom cabinet, yes or no? Why there's so many people
Look at
in
this.
her
Look
room?
at this. Look at this.
What
Give me
is
some
that?
Oh
direction.
my gosh,
there,
there's a hole
Jeff.
all over you. It's just expanded. Oh, it's
the thing just
froze. But we got it. I mean, it was...
Yeah. What's the spirit that's with me at the moment standing on me?
Sorry.
What's the name of the spirit that's with me at the moment standing on me?
And you guys said this meter was going.
That meter at one time was flashing back and forth and back. Jim was
All the
holding
way
it.
to-
Jim was holding it like this, and the thing was going all the way back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back.
I wish you would have known if it were at the time of the stick figure.
I know.
We do have a lot of.
Do you think it
EMF.
was?
What?
As I was getting the stick figure? We were
It was
talking-
when you were
During
talking.
that time, yeah.
You were
Oh,
talking
yeah.
to Adrian about his
On his
hand.
hand, on his hand.
Yeah, on his hand, and this thing was going crazy.
Wow.
I mean, it's the most active I've seen it all night. Is
Wow.
what it was when that was going on.
Very cool.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, let's.
Okay.
I'm going to let you on.
Okay, so we came here with 5 batteries. Every single battery is already dead, and we've only been filming barely an hour and a half. But before everything dies, I just wanted to provide a proper wrap up and just tell you that this place is charged with some sort of an energy, nothing bad, nothing negative, just like a very, very strong energy that seems to be here in the home. Thanks to the people that own the Christie house and the foundation that manages it, and everybody for letting us in here. It's truly been a pleasure. Thank you to Adrian for coming out for this Minnesota series. This is the last time we're gonna see him. So,
Oh, we'll see him again.
Au revoir is what I would say.
We'll
We'll
see.
meet again at some
We don't like to say goodbye. See you later.
now I'm ready to say goodbye to this dude.
Yeah, Adrian. Like father, like son, I guess, right?
Right.
Like father, like son.
Okay, but yeah, from Jeff and I, as always, everybody, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and yeah, we'll see you tomorrow night for our final investigation here at the museum.
This is a great location.
But yeah,
All right.
catch you on the next
So
one,
do it.
guys. Stay spooky.